Hi, this is Andy Serling, and I'm here with Trakus today to talk about their latest innovation, RaceOptiks. For nerds like myself who love to take races apart on video, this is the perfect tool for doing that. You can watch any horse in the race, you can watch tons of different angles, you can take the race apart comparing horses to each other, and that's what we're going to try to do as we look at this year's third jewel of the Triple Crown, the Belmont Stakes.
They're all in line. We are ready for a start.
Lots of great features to RaceOptiks. The info bubble is really one of the great ones. Let's take a look at the Belmont Stakes. Let's take a look at the eventual winner and Triple Crown winner, Justify. We can move that anywhere we want. We can see how fast the horse is going at different times.
They're off in the 150th Belmont Stakes.
Let's look at our friend Gronkowski. We'll move that down. There's Gronkowski in the back, and you can see how far he's falling behind. We're going to stop it for a second, and we're going to show another feature, the ground marker. We're going to highlight the 1 Justify and the 6 Gronkowski. What this does is it shows you how far these horses are separated from each other. You can use this at any point during the race between any 2 horses.
So it will be Justified to set the pace here.
Look at the gap between these 2. It's going to grow to over 100 feet, which is almost 35 yards at one point.
Gronkowski is last. They've slowed things down a bit.
Let's take a look at ground markers between, in this case, the 1 Justify and the 4 Hofburg, and we'll see at all points in the race how far these 2 horses are from each other.
Hofburg is drafting in behind horses, 6 lengths off the lead.
The most important thing to look at, and you look at the graphics, is ground loss. Gronkowski is getting this great ground-saving trip, saving all the ground. Hofburg is the one who's covering the most ground, and Hofburg is the one who ultimately was the most compromised in this Belmont Stakes.
And they're into the stretch, and Justify comes roaring home to a raucous Belmont Park with 1 furlong to run. Gronkowski and Hofburg trying to run him down.
There's Gronkowski. He saved his energy for the end of the race, and he saved all that ground. And as I talk about this race, I'm asking myself a question. Why didn't I use this stuff before I picked Gronkowski in the Travers and made a terrible pick on him? So now we've taken apart the Belmont Stakes using RaceOptiks, and we want to ask ourselves, what have we learned? What should we have learned? Why didn't we use RaceOptiks when we were looking at the Travers Stakes? There's 2 horses, though, we want to look at early. One is the number 9, Good Magic, who was the 6-5 favorite. And then we want to talk about the number 3, our good friend Gronkowski. I'm going to make a point, and we'll take a look by using those ground markers, that in fact, as we roll it,
They're off in the run-happy Travers.
Gronkowski's too close. Think back to the Belmont Stakes when he dropped as far as 104 feet behind Justify. He never gets more than 50 feet or so behind the leader Catholic Boy in here. It actually gets to 40 feet.
Catholic Boy followed by Tenfold Bravazzo, trigger warning on the inside. Good Magic is outside of horses, 5 lengths off the lead.
Catholic Boy's going to move over, and there's Good Magic. He's caught wide. And by using the Trakus data, you can see how much ground he's losing.
They're on top by a half a length, with Catholic Boy pressing the pace on the outside second.
The Sky Beam, something completely different. You can always put that on top of the number 11, in this case, Catholic Boy. Maybe you want to highlight Vino Rosso. You can also change the view of the race. We can look at the horses from overhead. We can look at them from this side. We can even switch it all the way around, get below them. You can watch the other side of them too if you want to turn it all the way around. And you can see the horses as they go down the stretch. You can also get yourself right into the race, and you can imagine what it must look like to be a rider. Different tools in using RaceOptiks from Trakus. You can look at different points of the race. You can see the distance between any 2 runners in the race.
Vino Rosso on the outside of Bravazzo, and they're into the stretch.
Let's take a look at Vino Rosso right here. Catholic Boy right here. But let's also look at those ground markers once again. Bravazzo, the 4, and Catholic Boy. And let's watch as Catholic Boy accelerates.
And it's Catholic Boy. Catholic Boy has taken the lead on the outside.
You see how it's gone from 25, 30, 45. It's going to 50. He's going to be almost 60 in front of Bravazzo. He's accelerating, and Bravazzo actually hasn't even really started to make his move yet.
It's 5 lengths back to Bravazzo, who's now 3rd.
And now, as they get to the finish, you're going to notice that Bravazzo is going to cut it to about 45 feet at the end.
Catholic Boy rolls in the run. Happy Travers. Mendelssohn Johnson was second. Brabazzo was third.
So it's an interesting way to watch one horse make his move and then another horse make his move. As we go through Trakus's latest innovation of race optics, it becomes clear that we're getting closer to our goal of educating and entertaining the fans as we bring the fans closer to the middle of the action.